Once upon a time, there was a hare who, boasting how he could run faster than anyone else, was forever teasing Tortoise for his slowness. Then one day, the irate Tortoise answered back, "Who do you think you are? There is no denying you're swift, but even you can be beaten." The hare squealed with laughter. "Beaten in a race? By whom? Not you, surely. I bet there's no one in the world that can win against me. I'm so speedy. Now, why don't you try?" Annoyed by such bragging, the tortoise accepted the challenge. The course was planned out, and the next day, at dawn, they stood at the starting line. The hare yawned sleepily as the meek tortoise trudged slowly off. And when the hare saw how painfully slow his rival was, he decided, half asleep on his feet, to have a quick nap. "Take your time," he said. "I'll have 40 winks and catch up with you in a minute." And the tortoise keeps going. He keeps going. The hare woke up with a start from a fitful sleep and gazed around looking for the tortoise. But the creature was still only a short distance away, having covered barely a third of the course. Breathing a sigh of relief, he decided he might as well have breakfast too, and off he went to munch on some cabbages he had noticed in a nearby field. But the heavy meal and the hot sun made his eyelids droop, and with a careless glance at the tortoise, now halfway along the course, he decided to have another snooze before flashing past the winning post. Smiling at the thought of the tortoise's face and the look on his face when he saw the hare speed by, he fell fast asleep and was soon snoring happily. The sun started to sink below the horizon, and the tortoise, who had been plodding towards the winning post since morning, was scarcely a yard from the finish. At that very point, the hare awoke with a jolt. He could see the tortoise a speck in the distance, and away he dashed. He leapt and bounded at a great rate, his tongue lolling. He's gasping for breath. Just a little more, and he'd be first at the finish. But the hare's last step was too late, for the tortoise had beaten him to the winning post. Poor hare! Tired and in disgrace, he slumped beside the tortoise, who was silently smiling at him. "Slow and sure wins the race every time," he said. "Silly rabbit! Tricks are for kids!" Is that the same story?